Hello everyone, wherever you are in the world. It's a privilege to connect with such a diverse and dynamic global community today. It's incredible to see how our community has grown, reaching every single corner of the world. Today, we gather not just to talk about testing, but to reimagine what's possible when we come together to solve challenges of tomorrow. I am Mayank Bhola, co-founder and head of products at LambdaQuest. And I'm genuinely excited to share with you the next chapter in our journey. For those who have been with us since the beginning, you know that LambdaQuest has always been about pushing the boundaries of what's possible in testing. We were never satisfied with the status quo because we believe that testing should drive innovation and not hold it back. We believe that quality should be embedded in every line of code, every user interaction, every user experience that we deliver to our end customers. When we first started LambdaQuest, our vision was simple yet ambitious: to create a platform that empowers every developer, tester, and engineer to deliver quality software faster. We knew that the road ahead would be challenging, but we were driven by a clear purpose. Over the years, we have established ourselves as leader in test execution and orchestration, deliberately staying out of test authoring space. Our focus has always been on building and scaling cutting-edge test infrastructure, ensuring that our customers run their tests efficiently, no matter how those tests are created. But as the industry has evolved, so did the challenges. The speed of development has increased exponentially. Recycles are shorter, expectations are higher, and margin of error is smaller than ever. In the fast-paced world, traditional approaches to testing just aren't enough. We have listened to your stories, your challenges, and your aspirations. We have seen firsthand how the demands of the team have intensified. The need for speed, accuracy, and reliability in testing have never been more critical. And through it all, one thing has become clear: testing can no longer be an afterthought. It must be a fundamental part of the development process, fully integrated from start to the finish. Today, we are stepping into a new territory. After years of focusing on execution and orchestration, we are ready to address the entire spectrum of testing. This isn't just about adding a new tool to our arsenal. It's about rethinking how testing should be done in a world where speed and quality must go hand in hand. It's about creating a future where barrier between development and testing finally dissolve, and where quality is no longer an afterthought, but a driving force behind every decision. Today, we are going to delve into how LambdaQuest is transforming the testing landscape. I'll be sharing insights on how LambdaQuest is responding to the shifts happening and what it means for the future of testing. I'll recap some of the product releases that have been instrumental in paving way for a unified testing platform. And I'll also introduce you to the latest advancements that will once again redefine how testing workflows are executed. This is more than just an update. It's a glimpse into the future of testing and how you can stay ahead in the fast-changing world of software development. So let's dive in and see how LambdaQuest is shaping the next generation of testing workflows. So with the stage set, let's take a moment to reflect on where we stand today. Before we dive into what's next, it's important to appreciate the journey that has brought us here, the impact that we have made, and how we have helped our customers overcome challenges that once seemed unsurmountable. LambdaQuest isn't just about building tools. It's about transforming the way testing is done. It's about creating the real value, solving real problems, and enabling our customers to achieve what they once thought was impossible. Let's dive into some key metrics and see the tangible impact we have had. Every day, over 1.25 million tests run through LambdaQuest. That's more than 500 million tests a year. Each of these tests represent time saved, quality assured, and confidence gained by the teams all over the world. Now let's take a closer look how at our individual platforms have driving this impact. Our HyperExecute platform has been a game changer for our customers, offering unparalleled speed and precision. We are triaging and classifying over 50,000 tests every day, allowing teams to quickly identify and resolve issues before they become problems. This capability has dramatically reduced execution time by up to 100% in some cases and prevented countless potential failures. A leading insurance provider reported a 100% reduction in their end-to-end test execution time thanks to HyperExecute. Next, our real device testing platform has seen enormous 300% growth in just 1 year, enabling customers to test on a broader range of devices. And with the app profiling feature, they are uncovering performance issues across thousands of devices, optimizing their apps for the real-world conditions like never before. One of our e-commerce customers experienced a 40% improvement in their app performance across multiple device types, directly impacting their user experience. Our automation platform has enabled customers to scale their testing efforts with unparalleled efficiency. One customer achieved over 25% faster test executions, running over 200 parallel tests on their private web app using our tunnels. This efficiency not only sped up their testing but also significantly enhanced the stability of their web applications, reducing critical bugs and ensuring a smoother user experience. Let's move to our analytics platform, which is uncovering 1 million flaky tests every month. This proactive identification helps teams enhance their test quality and reliability, ensuring that they are always delivering the best solutions possible. The global retail giant improved their test suite reliability by around 35% after addressing over 200,000 flaky tests. Finally, our smart visual regression platform is all about speed and accuracy. One leading media and news platform reported 3x faster screenshot comparisons, analyzing over 1 million screenshots a month. This media company also saw a significant reduction in visual bugs, making it to the production, thanks to the enhanced speed and accuracy of our visual regression platform, leading to an increase in the user satisfaction and engagement. This is the Lambda test difference. We are not just running tests. We are making every test count, delivering tangible value, and transforming the way our customers operate. This year, we have made significant strides in pushing the boundaries of what's possible in testing. Our commitment to innovation has driven us to create tools that not only meet the demands of today's testing landscape, but also anticipate the needs of tomorrow. Let me walk you through some of the most impactful releases we have launched this year. First, we launched the Test Manager, a comprehensive tool designed to simplify and streamline the planning and tracking of your testing activities. We recognized that as testing environments grow in complexity, the need for a centralized intuitive platform becomes highly critical. Imagine being able to manage your entire testing lifecycle from a single interface. Test Manager makes this possible. Whether you are defining your test cases, organizing them into suites, or tracking their execution, every aspect of your testing process is brought into one unified hub. One of the most powerful features of Test Manager is its ability to enhance collaboration within the teams. Different stakeholders, from QA engineers to project managers, can work together seamlessly, sharing insights and tracking progress, and making adjustments in real time. This collaborative environment ensures that everyone is aligned and that testing strategies can be adapted quickly to meet the evolving demands of a project. Moreover, Test Manager is equipped with AI-powered insights. While this feature doesn't automatically prioritize tests as of now, it provides you critical analytics that can help teams make informed decisions. For instance, by analyzing the historical data, it can highlight patterns and trends, giving you a clearer picture of where your testing efforts should be focused on. Consider a scenario where your team is preparing for a major release. With Test Manager, you can effortlessly coordinate all the testing activities, ensuring that every critical test is executed and you monitor the results in the real time. The tool not only streamlines your workflow, but also gives you a confidence that no aspect of quality is overlooked. Next, let me introduce you to the HyperExecute GUI. We have taken the raw power of HyperExecute and wrapped it in a sleek, intuitive desktop application, making speed and efficiency accessible to everyone, whether you are comfortable with command line tools or prefer a visual interface. The HyperExecute GUI is more than just a user-friendly interface. It's designed to revolutionize the way you approach test execution and orchestration. By offering a smart test discovery, this tool automatically identifies and organizes your test cases, significantly reducing the time spent on setup and configuration. For example, imagine you are a developer working on a tight deadline. Instead of manually setting up your test environment or writing YAML files, the HyperExecute GUI handles it all for you. It scans a local environment, detects your test files, and allows you to trigger them with just a few clicks. This isn't just about making the job easier, it's about accelerating your entire testing process. Another key feature is the real-time feedback you receive during the test execution. The GUI provides a clear, concise updates, allowing you to monitor the progress of your tests and make adjustments on the fly. This dynamic approach to testing ensures that you are always in control and can respond quickly to any issues that arise. But it's not just about speed, it's about the precision. The HyperExecute GUI leverages the underlying power of HyperExecute to optimize the test execution plan on real-time analysis, ensuring that your tests run as efficiently and effectively as possible. This year, we have also taken significant steps to ensure that inclusivity is at the heart of our quality assurance process. With our new accessibility testing features, we are enabling teams to build applications that are not just functional, but accessible to everyone, regardless of their abilities. Our accessibility testing tools are seamlessly integrated into our platform, offering automated checks that align with the latest WCAG compliance checklist. This integration ensures that every element of your application, from color contrast to keyboard navigation, is tested for accessibility. For example, if you are developing a web application, our accessibility tool can automatically scan your code base and identify potential issues, such as missing alternative text for images or sufficient contrast between text and the background colors. These issues are flagged in real time, allowing you to address them before they impact your users. But what makes our accessibility tools truly powerful is the AI-powered recommendations they provide. These recommendations aren't just about the fixes, they're about enhancing the overall user experience. For example, the AI might suggest alternative text that is more descriptive or offer guidance on improving navigation for the users with disabilities. Consider the broader impact. By integrating accessibility into your testing process from the outset, you are not complying with legal standards, but also expanding your user base and ensuring that your application is usable by everyone. This isn't just about meeting requirements, it's about delivering a product that is truly resonating with all the users. These innovations have pushed the boundaries of what's possible in testing. But as we looked at these advancements, we asked ourselves, what's next? How do we continue to innovate in a space that's already seen so much progress? We asked ourselves some fundamental questions. How can we continue to push the boundaries of testing? How can we make our tools even more powerful, more intuitive, and more aligned with our user needs? These questions led us to explore the evolving challenges in the testing landscape. We saw the growing complexity, more devices, more environments, and more intricate workflows. And we knew that while we had to make significant strides in the test execution and orchestration, there was still more that we could do. We recognized that the key to future innovation wasn't just about adding more features. It was about reimagining the entire testing process. We started asking ourselves, what if we could make testing as natural as having a conversation? What if tools we could use understand our intent and help us execute it flawlessly? As we explored the ideas further, the path forward became clear. We needed to create a tool that's not just smart, but one that thinks like a tester, learns like a developer, and communicates like a human. A tool that isn't just about following the instructions, but about understanding and executing them in the most efficient ways possible. We envisioned a future where testing is driven by intent and not by manual processes, where your tools anticipate your needs, adapt your workflows, and streamline every aspect of your testing process. A future where testing isn't a chore, but a seamless part of your development lifecycle. That's when we knew that we are onto something big. We realized that the next frontier in the testing wasn't just about making some incremental improvements. It was about creating a paradigm shift, a new way of thinking about and approaching testing. And today, I am thrilled to announce the next big thing in testing, something that will change how you think about testing forever. Prepare to meet the future of testing. Wow, that's KaneAI, a product that we have poured our hearts into. Seeing it in action now just fills me with immense pride and excitement. This is the moment we have been building towards, and I couldn't be more thrilled to finally share it with you. What you have just witnessed is not just a demonstration, it's a glimpse into the future of testing. KaneAI has been designed to revolutionize your workflows, make testing as intuitive and seamless as it has ever been. With KaneAI, we are not just automating tests, we are transforming the entire approach of testing. It's about simplifying the complex tasks, reducing manual effort, and empowering teams to focus on delivering high-quality software. Imagine the possibilities. No more struggle with complex testing scripts. No more delays due to manual errors. KaneAI is here to take the heavy lifting off your shoulders, allowing you to concentrate on innovation and quality. Now let's dive into see how KaneAI can directly impact your testing processes and address the challenges you face every day. Let's jump right in with the scenario that many of you will find familiar. We have just received a new feature request via a Jira ticket. Typically, this is where the manual work begins. Analyzing requirements, drafting tests. But today, we'll see how KaneAI simplifies the entire process. Instead of manually dissecting the ticket, let's see how KaneAI handles it. I can simply tag KaneAI and ask it to help me creating a test case for this Jira ticket. Watch as KaneAI is scanning the Jira ticket and extracting the key requirements to automatically generate a test case. It's that simple. So no need of manual translation of the requirements into the code. KaneAI is taking care of it. Let's just visit the link KaneAI has shared with us. Great. Now just let's examine what KaneAI has just done. So KaneAI parsed the contents of the Jira ticket, helped us create a higher level testing objective out of it, as well as some key informations that are required to create a high quality test. For example, the user outcomes or specific user instructions that the user want, and majorly extracting out the URLs because they represent the target application where you want it to be tested. So now, since this functionality is one of the typical functionalities that we test at LambdaQuest on day-to-day basis, we are going to demonstrate how KaneAI is going to transform this for us. Since this functionality is behind an authentication, I can add my credentials. This helps KaneAI test those applications which need dynamic parameters. So as you can see here, as a user, I can paste up any amount of custom testing data that can be used by KaneAI agent to proceed with the test steps. Now with our test steps ready, the next logical step is to schedule it. Let's move it directly into our test planner, and KaneAI makes it seamless, aligning the test schedule with our current workflow effortlessly. So now this test has already started running up, and I can quickly jump into the view where KaneAI is taking control of this browser session and helping us realize this test case. As KaneAI is processing, let's take a moment to appreciate what's happening behind the scenes. Right now, KaneAI is not just executing a series of commands. It's intelligently analyzing each step, ensuring that each part of the test is aligned with the requirements it started with. Think of it like a seasoned QA professional who knows exactly where to look, what to prioritize, and how to execute with precision. Except this professional never misses a detail. The real power of KaneAI lies in its ability to adapt and learn. As it processes this test, it's also preparing for any potential issues that might arise, ensuring that it's ready to respond in real time. And while KaneAI is working through this, imagine the possibilities. No more waiting around, no more guessworks. With KaneAI, you are always a step ahead, identifying and addressing the issues before they ever reach the production. In just few moments, we'll see how KaneAI handles the next step in this process. But right now, it's doing the heavy lifting, scanning, analyzing, and preparing to deliver actionable insights. This is where the magic happens, turning what could be a tedious manual task into a streamlined, intelligent process. And there we go. KaneAI has completed this step, ready to move forward with the next part of our workflow. So KaneAI has completed its testing workflow and it has generated a summary view for us to consume. Every step that was conducted by KaneAI has been displayed as a series of operations which are reproducible and ready to be exported into the code. Now let's check if KaneAI found some issue in the process. Looks like KaneAI found a bug, and this typically happens when the KaneAI agent encounters something which is not coinciding with the requirements mentioned in the testing objective. So as you see here, the KaneAI encountered a modal before exiting the session, which was clearly unexpected as per our Jira ticket. Now the way to edit the test cases is our very intuitive test playground mode. Let's see how we can reload the test in the current state and fix it for the future iterations. Playground is a space where we can easily tweak and refine our test cases. Whether it's adjusting parameters or rewriting the parts of our test, everything can be done right here. But before we are able to move our tests into the editing state, Playground makes sure that it replays and leaves us at the same spot where it left behind. This gives the guarantees to developers and QAs that their tests always start at the same position and follows through each of the steps. The steps in the replay are relatively faster than recording the test for the first time because KaneAI has cached some of the details that helps us accelerate faster while restoring the state for the end users. So now Playground has restored the session and left it at the same place where it ended the last time, where the bug was raised. And the bug was raised because as per the Jira ticket, there was supposed to be no additional step after clicking end session. But as we can see, there's a modal. So in order to fix this test, we just have to add another step that gracefully handles this modal and clicks on yes end session. So as a developer, you would quickly come and write this command in the natural language. And as we can see that KaneAI is now analyzing this command and is going to perform the session. As easy it was. Now that we are satisfied with the change, let's go ahead and save a version of this test case. One of the key abilities of KaneAI is to monitor the changes the devs are doing while editing their test sessions. And KaneAI helps us intuitively save different versions of the test case, specifically highlighting the diff operations that were performed as compared to the last version. Now, as an end user, it becomes very easy for them to recognize what has changed between two different versions. Until now, if the code was being managed in version control system and a developer came to see the difference, they would see a bunch of lines which will not make sense before they get deep inside the code and they have a regular understanding of what those lines mean. But with KaneAI, comparing the versions, it can become very easy because now we are looking at a bunch of different actions that have run since last run instead of different cryptic code lines. So as you can see here in the version dev, KaneAI is only outputting the last action that I performed as an end user. And now this brings the whole point that KaneAI is operating on natural language as its very basic input, which makes it very easy and convenient for the entire team members to look and contribute in the test evolution journey. And once we're satisfied with the changes that we have done, we can move forward towards the code export functionality. One of the best features of KaneAI is that KaneAI doesn't lock in the users into any proprietary testing framework. KaneAI allows all the tests to be exported in all major languages and the runtimes. For example, Python, Java, and JavaScript, and across Selenium, Playwright, and Cypress. And by default, KaneAI generates Python and Selenium bindings for all the tests so that users can quickly come and refer back to the code that has just been generated for them. Let's take a look on one of the code bindings that have been generated by KaneAI. The code generated is highly structured and packaged into different consumable functions that can be added into the larger test frameworks that are already being utilized by teams. And this makes editing and addition of the test cases by KaneAI super simple. And now comes the best part. Once the code has been downloaded, the next logical action is to actually run that. And because Hyper Execute is deeply integrated with KaneAI, so all it takes is just a click of a button to execute the generated code. Let's see how it actually works. With one click, KaneAI takes over executing the test with precision and speed, fully integrated into our end-to-end testing workflows. And one of the good things about the code being generated by KaneAI is that it's highly integrable with any of the CI/CD platforms because it doesn't just output the testing script, it also emits the supporting and scaffolding code base to bootstrap the testing framework as well as setting up the test environment, for example, downloading dependencies, downloading runtimes, so that your code is portable and you can run on any other environment. But the benefits of running that on Hyper Execute is that it provides you the ability to auto heal your test cases, which makes sure that if your test case is running and suddenly a developer has changed or pushed a change that changes the UI or some of the locators, and as long as the English instructions that you have provided are still meaningful and the semantics are the same, in those cases, the test will pass because KaneAI is going to patch the code in the runtime, update the locators, update the logic, and resume the test forward so that you do not get to see the distractions caused by certain pushes that only changes the superficial layer of your application. The test has already started loading up, and as you can see, the video and the command logs are coming up. All this is because of seamless integration of KaneAI with entire LambdaQuest execution and orchestration platform that makes the continuous testing possible via single click. And by the way, this is exactly the way Lambda Test is testing Lambda Test now with KaneAI. It has empowered every developer and product manager in an organization to test their entire workflows without relying on external teams. So what we have just seen is that KaneAI has seamlessly stitched together the entire testing workflow, from gathering requirements, generating and running tests, to identifying and fixing bugs, and finally executing the test with speed and accuracy. This isn't just about automating few tasks. It's about transforming the entire software testing lifecycle into a cohesive, efficient, and an intelligent process. Now that you have seen KaneAI in action, let's take a moment to reflect on what makes this tool so transformative. Universal language. You can speak in plain English, and KaneAI translates it into a precise number of tests. No more complex scripting, just clear communication that gets result. What used to take days now takes minutes. KaneAI accelerates your testing process, freeing up time for innovation and creativity. Next up is a self-adaptation. As your app evolves, so do your tests. KaneAI adapts automatically, ensuring that your testing stays in sync with the development. You focus on what needs to be tested. KaneAI takes care of the how. It handles the complexity so that you can concentrate on quality and strategy. KaneAI uncovers bugs you don't even know existed, making sure that no issue goes unnoticed. Whether you are working on a web or a mobile, KaneAI handles all with ease. It's built it to fit seamlessly into any kind of environment. Complex logic becomes straightforward. KaneAI simplifies even the most intricate scenarios, making testing accessible and efficient. This is the power of KaneAI, designed to revolutionize how you approach testing, making it faster, smarter, and more intuitive than ever before.